Yo, you know this, man, the kid Cortez, and right now you tuned in. Witty Smitty News, you're...
Christian Smith, Witty Smitty News, Scully vs. Gannick 2, A-Ward, crazy battle with Cortez, probably battle of the night tonight. Talk about it though, how you think it went?
I thought it was wonderful, man. This is getting very redundant. Like every event, I think I say this afterwards, is like I couldn't have painted a better picture of what I wanted for the battle. You know, somebody as reputable as Cortez in a position that he's been in battle rap period, and then also in King of the Dot, to once again take me very seriously, rap very well, and for 3 rounds just put together another battle of the night, crazy King of the Dot battle. It does nothing but like raise your stock, you know. So yeah, like I couldn't ask for a better event, a better crowd, you know.
Yeah, the crowd was lit today.
Yeah, everything about it. You know, it was just a great event overall. So
now, going from the only true rookie on Gully vs. Gannick 1 to being the captain this year, what was more pressure?
More pressure. The pressure lied more in like the battles that I have around this battle. Like I had 3 other battles booked already, and I was planning on sitting out Gully vs. Gannick just because I'd already booked 3 battles. But then they were like, "Yo, Cortez," and I'm like, "I'm not passing that up."
Yeah,
like,
of course.
Just, you know, so like the pressure was just on me, time management wise. And then like I just felt. I felt like, you know, if I did what I do, you know, like ultimately it was just gonna be a great battle. And then like it was exciting to see like everybody else that was on the card kind of have those, kind of have the feeling that I had when I was against Real Deal, like that, just like, yo, I'm here, this is crazy, I got a good shot, like excitement and all the promo around it. And so like, it was kind of cool to see everybody else just kind of on fire for the event. So.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the promo. A lot of fire promo for this event. One of the better promoted events in a while.
Well, the
King of the Dot
was on this event. That's why.
But no, how important do you feel that is to sell the match leading up to the battle?
How important? Sometimes it's important, sometimes it's not, honestly. Like, it just depends on the battler. Some people just themselves sell the match. Like, Math Hoffa never had to probably say anything online for people to want to see Math Hoffa and Shotty P.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know, but then you got the Michigans, who people haven't heard of, against the Swaves, you know, and then the whole promo back and forth and the jokes and everything, like, just created, like, you know, like, a very, like, people were excited to see that. Unfortunately, it didn't go down, but people were just kind of like, and they're bummed not to see it, you know? So it does. It creates some of that, and it can help out battlers who haven't gotten their name out there yet, you know? I did like a promo video last year for Real Deal, like slinging a baseball bat.
Yeah, no, I remember, in the school, right? Yeah.
You know, and so like even if you take a promo video and you're serious about it, you know, people are like, yo, okay, he's obviously serious about his craft, you know, he's gonna come and rap. So
now, outside the ring, you've been making noise as well. You won 2017 Spoken Word Artist of the Year.
Yeah.
So where exactly was that from? How did the award come about?
That's a Midwest platform that puts on like a spoken word, like basically an award show every year. That was, I think, their 2nd year, and then it's kind of vote based, but it also comes down to like, you know, whoever's on the board of that particular platform. I do a lot of spoken word in the city. Like I go to a lot of open mics. I do a lot of poetry slams and stuff. Even though I don't write much poetry, it's still kind of like battle rap bars, like in, you know, different forms or whatever.
That actually leads to my next question. How similar do you feel spoken word and battle rap is?
It just depends. I mean, you can make it similar, but honestly, like a lot of poetry is deep, and sometimes they don't even rhyme and stuff like that, you know, and some of the slams that I go to are just drastically different. However, poets got some of the best pens in the world. Like if they could turn their pen and put it in battle rap, like I swear some of these poets would kill people just because of how dope they are and how introspective they are in regards to like what they write about. So
now you got a crazy schedule coming up. So you just had a home game, Cortez today, and you got Archaic coming up next weekend, and then about 2.5 weeks, 2 weeks after that, you have your Australia debut.
Right.
So first question, how the hell you managed to write for all these battles so close together?
Luckily, my day job, you know, I'm able to work from home at times. I'm able to work at my own pace, so I can kind of write, you know, at work, you know, my memory, you know, knock on wood, is really good, you know, like, and so as long as I can get the stuff written, some people like they can write stuff easily, but then they have to memorize it like hundreds of times over and over. And me, like, I'm like, no, I have a hard time actually coming up with the bars, you know, at times. And then once I get them down, like, it's pretty easy.
Would you ever do this again? This many battles that close?
Nah, definitely not a week away. Like, I don't think so. You know, I'm not gonna say never. You know, because you never know. You get to the point,
or an opportunity arises that you can't deny.
Yeah, but like, these are bucket list type things. Every battle made sense.
Yeah. 18
months since I battled in Kansas City. Battled Eli B. We brought 200 people out. Crazy battle. So much fun. Cortez. You know, just battling Cortez. Gully versus Gannick. Crazy battle. Then you got London, Australia, and then we know how fickle battle rap is. So like something happens, and all of a sudden I lose stock. I might not ever get a London or Australia call again. So when they call and they offer bread, and you know, you're like, yo, I'm there. You know. What
are you expecting from the crowds out there?
I've watched some battles out there, and they look to be very like happy to be here type crowds. You know, and like it seems like in some facets of America, it's like people think they could be better than you in the crowd. Like, so they'll be judging you accordingly. Like, I could do that. You know, like they're real harsh critics.
Yeah.
It seemed like their fan base is just like we love battle rap. You know?
And I feel like right now, with Don't Flop closing, I feel it's so rejuvenated out there right now. Like with Code Red chalked out, and then Premiere started today. So I mean, the UK scene is definitely on the rise once again.
Yeah. So I'm excited about being out there. Like Shock hit me up. It was like our crowd loves, you know, like I think he said lapped. I don't know if that's like a British word.
Yeah, they say some weird stuff.
Yeah,
I gotta shout out Connor.
Lapped you up or something like that. I'm like, yo, what's that mean?
Shout out Connor Ainsworth. He does some interviews for me out in the UK. He'll interview you next weekend actually for me.
Hopefully it's a good interview because I gotta get these bars ready. I gotta get these bars ready.
So I remember after Mass, you made a post about Mickey Fax being the 17th person who is a better writer than you. So I'm curious who some of these other guys were.
Nah, man. First off, you know, like 98% of the time I'm sarcastic. The other 2% of the time I'm saying God is good all the time. Like, I'm such a sarcastic person. So I'll be giving Mickey Fax such a hard time because he's like the name drop king. Like anytime you're around a dude, he's like, yo, Pharaoh Monch just hit my line, or J. Cole did this, that, or the third, you know? And he always posted on his Facebook like, just did a song with Royce the 5'9". I can mark that off my list, yada, yada, yada. So when I tagged Mickey Fax in there, like,
so it's more like a joke kind of thing?
It was like a reverse name drop, like just like trolling him or whatever. But there's a lot of people who got a better pen than me, you know.
Well, I stick in battle rap wise.
In battle rap wise, I mean the homie Street Hymns, man. Like to me, like the more he grows with his pen, he's just crazy dope. I even think Saint Mike's got a crazy pen, even though he really hasn't put a lot together since we battled, you know. But I think he's got a crazy pen, and then obviously people like JC. What's that one dude that battles on King of the Dot? Like Kingpin or something. Like I forget his name, but like sometimes, man, he actually shows like little like flashes of actually having a decent pen. Like I forget, dude. Like he did like a crazy TV scheme. There was like 19 channels or something like that.
Yeah, it's every channel.
Chilla Jones. Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, he's cool, man. He's nice.
So 13 battles deep. Who's been the toughest opponent, and what's next? You think you're ready for the title match?
To this date, the toughest opponent is probably Cortez now, just because like I had no clue what to expect from this man Cortez. Like he'll tell you, bro. When he got to the venue, he had a package in his hand. I'm like, is that a prop? Like, in my head, like, I didn't know what this dude was about to come with, you know, like, what kind of angles. I know how good he is at rapping. I didn't feel threatened by DNA. I'll say Cortez and Real Deal. Let me kind of, because Real Deal is just, like, you feel like Real Deal, the way he kind of, like, smokes rookies, like, when I was preparing for Real Deal. Yeah, Cortez and Real Deal, definitely the two toughest, you know, and I think it's a testament to also them both being two of the most consistent battle rappers of all time, and I think that's not debatable at all.
So you think you're ready for the title shot, logically?
Nah. Logically, my talent-wise, what I'm doing right now, yeah, you know, and, like, everything's great. Like, I would never pass up on a title shot, but as a grown man and a business person and understanding the branding that comes behind title shots and having to be able to sell out a main event and do different things like that, like my name is getting there. But, you know, like you see the promo and you see the tracks and stuff like played before the songs and stuff like that. You have to really be a complete artist in all facets, you know, to like literally carry that chain the right way. You know, so I gotta brush up in some different areas that maybe not necessarily are in the ring, but it come with.
You think the music? I mean, Cortez kind of touched on that in his Instagram live the other day.
You know what? No, I don't anticipate I'll ever just like one day just all of a sudden become just like a crazy dope. You know, like it just takes hard work. And right now, in fact, I'm focused on battle rap. But you know, just being picky and about, you know, the branding side of it, and like trying to create a bigger fan base and branch out, and I think that going overseas and doing things like that, you know,
that's the key for sure.
Is a start to it. So yeah, talent wise, what I've done, like I'm definitely in the talks. I have to be in the talks just because of the performances. But when you're looking at it from like a King of the Dot standpoint, I understand when they look at the X's and O's, they're like, yo.
I wouldn't mind seeing you and Chilla winner get title shot, to be honest.
Who?
You and Chilla.
Oh, the dude we was talking about a minute ago.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it is what it is.
Well, Christian Smith, Witty Smitty News, A-Ward. Again, man, battle of night. Like I said, this is what, 4th, 5th time in a row?
I think so, 5th, right?
It's crazy. Cortez, A-Ward, fire-ass battle. Cop the pay-per-view, KOTD, KOTDTV.com. A-Ward, man, we out here.
YTG, IV.